Hello, I'm Jose, and this is the Cinematic Dogma podcast. I'm joined as every week by my absurdist friend, Blake.
Thanks, Jose. I'm happy to be here, and I don't have a pun for you.
It's fine, it's fine. I can survive. I know that you don't care.
I mean, I like to have one, but this one's tricky, and we'll get into why.
Okay, that's absolutely fine. This is also another live edition of our podcast. And what did we watch this week?
We watched the brand new release for us. I'm not sure when this will come out, but we watched Bugonia, the newest Lars von Trier film.
Lars
that
von
was-
Trier?
Jesus, I've done that like 3 times today. Yorgos Lanthimos, nothing to do with the Netherlands or Denmark.
With the Dutch.
Oh my gosh!
Dude, he's Greek.
All
Yorgos
right.
Lanthimos is Greek.
But Lars von Trier is Danish. What I'm
Yeah.
saying is he had nothing to do with Denmark. Anyway,
Okay.
It doesn't matter. We watched the Yorgos Lanthimos film. It stars Emma Stone, Jesse Plemons,
There is a cameo by Alicia Silverstone.
Alicia Silverstone. That's it. It's a weird fucking movie. It just came out 2 weeks ago.
Yep, we just watched it 2 hours ago, 3 hours ago.
And we've had an amazing amount of restraint where we haven't discussed it even for a sentence so far.
I think that we mentioned a couple of things, but yeah, we try to just like contain ourselves.
We did pretty good.
Yeah. I think that this was my pick, I would say.
You son of a bitch.
I think that is pretty easy to summarize, so don't worry. And this was my pick because I think that we have watched almost
Almost everything Yorgos has
everything.
done.
Probably like missing one or two of her first movies, but we watched Dogtooth, Alps.
Alps.
Yeah.
Alps.
Alps again.
We
Alps.
watched Alps.
Oh, you know it's Alps. Yeah.
The lobster.
We watched. But we didn't record about the lobster.
We
I
didn't.
really,
But
I
we
really
watched
watched it like not too long ago. The
Favorite.
we recorded about it. Yeah. Kind
We're
of kindness.
Yorgos fanboys.
Yeah, poor things. Yep. And this is like actually we watched live and recorded about Poor Things also in person.
1 year ago when we rented a vacation home together
Yep.
in Palm
That's
Springs.
true. Yeah.
And then we recorded just like a month or two later that other
Kind of
film.
Kindness, yeah.
Kind of Kindness. Did you
Yeah.
already say that? That
Yeah,
was
yeah.
so weird that film came out so fast. Anyway.
Oh yeah, that's right. It was after Poor
It was like
Things.
in February. We were together in Palm Springs in
Yeah.
December, January, and then you're like, he has another one. Okay.
Yeah, that was strange, but okay. This was my pick. I really like Yorgos Lanthimos. I think that is like one of the most interesting directors nowadays. Like in the global
I'd like to point out that
landscape.
I own 2 shooting scripts of movies ever. I cared about them enough to own the scripts. One is Magnolia by Paul Thomas Anderson,
And the
and the
other
second one is The Lobster. And I say that just to
Oh.
tell you how much I enjoy Yorgos.
Okay. For a second, I thought that you were going to say "poor thing," so you could actually have like underline
No,
that
no.
sentence that you like so much, like just in a circle.
No, that I tattooed on my thigh.
Oh my God. I don't know what I was watching with my boyfriend a couple of days ago, and I actually like they said something like, "Oh, what a beautiful." And I just blurted it out. That is like, okay, I have to move on from this.
I don't laugh out loud often. In that theater, I laughed super hard.
But yeah, we're not talking about Poor Things.
No.
We're talking about Bugonia, and this was my pick. I already explained why. So please, Blake, can you summarize it?
Absolutely. This film is not that complex to explain. Emma Stone basically plays, what was the psychopath CEO that lied to everybody about her blood testing device?
Oh yeah. Oh fuck! I actually heard about it today. Theranos was the company.
Yeah, Theranos.
Yeah, Theranos
Whatever.
was the company. Yeah.
Okay, regardless. Emma Stone plays a soulless pharmaceutical executive who is kidnapped by a man played by Jesse Plemons, who believes that Emma Stone's character is an alien that's been planted here on Earth to destroy the human race, and he believes he and his cousin are the only 2 people that are trying to stop it. So he kidnaps her, and basically the film itself is about a little bit before she gets kidnapped, but then the 3 days from the time she's kidnapped up to a lunar eclipse. And it's basically, honestly, just the conflict between Jesse Plemons' character and Emma Stone's character.
Yeah, and that's it. I mean, it's on the cinema, so I think that this is
Yeah, we
enough
can
of
stop there.
yeah, enough a summary. Um, did you like it?
First, I want to call out that although Jose and I have been best friends for 13 years at this point, I believe we've only seen
Best.
5. Shut your goddamn mouth. I believe we've only seen 5 movies in theaters together at the same time.
Probably.
I think this was the 5th. And the entire time I sat next to you and I was like, do we like this? And the only thing I could come up with when watching it is I didn't necessarily like it. I don't think it has the gravitas or
yeah.
the importance of,
Yeah.
at least for me, the lobster, the emotional
Yeah.
resonance.
Yep.
But I will say that it was entertaining as hell, much more than Kinds of Kindness for me. And so I appreciated the fact that I was not bored through the very end.
I hear you. I think you're wrong.
On which part? You were not entertained?
No. I was entertained. I think, but the thing is, that Kind of Kindness is a movie that I would like to rewatch one day, but watch it over the span of 3 days instead of just watching it as a single 3-hour movie.
So you just split up the 3.
I split like it's one of the stories, because I think that is like they are more palatable, especially the first and the third one, if you just consume them independently. This movie, I just felt it didn't land anywhere. I was entertained, but I was like, oh, is this going to be like a critique about billionaire CEOs? Is this going to be a bit of a critique about like conspiracy, paranoid people? Is this going to be a critique about pharmaceutical companies? And it's like, yes, but no to anything.
But does it need to have a criticism or a point of view to be good? Because I the reason I asked is because I'm thinking Dogtooth did not have like a social commentary.
Oh, yeah, it did.
What was the big message of
The
Dogtooth?
big message is about like parents that they try to be overprotective and they cause more damage than actually just letting them experiment the world.
You think it was that basic?
I
Like,
mean, I
hey
thought that it was
parents, like this is a warning, don't hire prostitutes for your children.
Dude, I think that there is like more to it, but I think if I want to distill it down to something, is that this is like very basic
The
message that I can
dangers of
take away.
overprotection.
Yes.
Sure. Okay.
Is
I
that the
get
same
it.
thing with actually like the Luster can be about like in modern day, like the fear of connecting with other people for the damage that it can cause you, and also like the damage that you can cause yourself for being alone.
And also the
craving of
pressures to
actually,
be
yeah.
in a relationship. Maybe
Yeah.
you don't want to.
Yep. So
Okay.
all of them are a bit more of a, you have like a basic idea and you put like a lot of absurdism layers on top of it, and you make like an insane piece. On this one, I just felt it's like maybe this is because it comes from a South Korean movie, and this is a remake, and that was like super crazy. But this felt a bit of a, what do you want me to take? And I'm not going to be like getting into spoiler territory, unless definitely avoid like going into spoiler territory. But that was like the part that I walk away of. This is a minor piece.
I can agree with you now that there are bigger themes I thought about after Dogtooth, after The Lobster. Yes, there's things to think about, and I have to admit that when we walked out of the Metreon in San Francisco, I don't know that there was much to say in terms of discussing the ideas and concepts within the film. There's plenty to talk about the film itself, but yeah, there's not a bigger idea here, at least one that's not obvious.
That was like a bit of a struggle that I had also with Poor Things, because I wasn't completely sure. Is there an idea? Is there a message?
Feminism.
Sure, yeah, we can go with feminism. Sure. But in this case, I just felt with a...
Oh, if you look at it that way, then I would say that Poor Things is closer to Bugonia than it is to Dogtooth or The Lobster.
Yeah,
But you really liked Poor Things, no?
Yeah, I liked it. But I also think that it's because Emma Stone is incredible in that movie. There has never been... Well, there has been, like, Oscars more deserved than that, but this one was like...
I mean, did you see La La Land?
And she won one for that. And she was nominated for Berman, too. I think that she didn't win that one. But she was pretty good on that one.
She didn't win that one?
I think that she didn't.
She only won for...
La La Land and this. and Poor Things.
And Poor Things. Okay.
Yeah. I remember that in Berman you told me that it's like, oh yeah, you like Emma Stone because she has that big sea eyes that she can open like really big when she gets like really angry about something.
I said that to you?
Just say like it's still
I
like
want you to know I don't remember that, but I didn't believe that.
No, and she does like really good, but I just went away with like, yes, I was entertained. I was entertained, but I look at my watch many, many times.
I did not look at my watch. But I can see exactly what you say by this being a minor piece. It's a piece I'd probably revisit, not to get to the questions, but it's not a piece like I'm going to sit down and think about and like want to read the script for.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
No, this is not Poor Things. This is not The Lobster. This is not The Favorite. Is that the script is not that tight. And the thing is that when you see Jesse Plemons and Emma Stone like interacting with each other, like those conversations, they're good. Is that you can see that they're two incredible actors.
And you can, I'm probably projecting all my own shit, but I feel like you can see how well Jesse Plemons and Emma Stone work with Yorgos. It's like a synergy, like Uma Thurman and Quentin Tarantino, that I think, like, I'm not sure Jesse Plemons is a leading man sort of guy that can carry a film unless Yorgos is behind the camera and he's like, do this. Then he could.
Well, I mean, he carried Civil War, and he was only for 5 minutes on the screen.
Kirsten Dunst carried Civil War.
Oh my God! There is no video here, but I was like just remembering one of the scenes in Civil War.
That's right. He was in it for like 45 seconds or like a minute.
No, he was like a bit longer than that. You know, he's like, what kind of American are you?
Yeah.
It's like I feel like Jesse Plemons, he's an amazing actor. I agree with you that it's like, I don't know if he can carry a movie by himself completely, but here, like being versus Emma Stone, that was really good. And I'm not going to spoil anything, we will talk about it. There is like a lot of nuance to Emma Stone acting.
I think they both had very nuanced performances. Like, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but Yorgos spent several shots just resting on close-ups of both of their faces.
Just seeing like the reaction.
Things happened where it was just like a movie playing out on their faces, and I thought, wow, they're both incredible.
Yeah, no, they're really, really good, you know. And now that actually, and I think that this is a bit of the result about like, is that you actually have like 4 movies in the last 4 years. And you're not Woody Allen. These are not like you went to the restaurant and you wrote a script. You know, is that this is they are complex scripts, and is that you had like what Poor Things, Kind of Kindness, this, and he had something else, no? What was the previous one?
What was right before Poor Things?
It was The Favorite. But
Yeah,
that was like
it was
5
The Favorite,
years.
and then The Lobster before then.
Oh wow. Okay. So he had like 3 movies like really back to back, and besides that, Kind of Kindness was 3 movies in one.
Yeah, to be honest, I feel like I need 24 hours to sit down and really think about how I feel about this film. But overall, my immediate reactions are, you're right. It's minor Lanthimos. It was entertaining for me, but I'm probably not going to be thinking about this in a week. Like, I think about The Favorite all the time.
Oh, yeah.
I think about The Lobster all the time, and I'm just not going to do that with this film. That being said, I think it's a very competent made film, and we actually spoke about this during the previews about one of the ways we measure how good a film is whether or not it's more interesting than the average film. And this certainly was.
Oh, yes.
It may be a failed experiment, but it's an interesting experiment.
Yeah, I don't think that it's a failed experiment. I just think that it's a bit of a proof of look, you can have creativity, you can have like the best actors in the world, but it gets to a point that you need to leave things cook.
So this had an end of October limited release and then a completely end of October wide release. It's not quite in the awards contender season, but do you think this is going to get Oscar attention?
The thing is, Yorgos Lanthimos, after Poor Things, I think that he has the attention of the Academy. I wouldn't be surprised if this gets acting for Jesse Plemons and Emma Stone.
I agree.
And maybe a screenplay. I don't think that it deserves the Oscar, but I wouldn't be surprised if it gets a nomination.
I would feel a little bit upset if the screenplay got nominated because of the final, let's say, 25% of the film. And we're not going to get into spoilers, but I do feel like it
Yeah, that's the part like a bit more doubtful, because there is it's one of these movies. Well, I'm not going to get into details. I agree with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, so I had a good time watching it. I think that the chemistry between both of them is really, really good. I mean, because this thing that is that they work together in a kind of kindness. I'm on this one, so it's like they know each other. So from that perspective, it's like I'm happy with seeing them like working together, and I hope that Yorgos Lanthimos, for whatever he does next after taking a small break, that is as good. Well, that is better even, and maybe even working with them again.
Yeah, I mean, I hope he works with Jesse Plemons more. I mean, this is a performance by Emma Stone where I'm like, oh yeah, she's not just the girl from Easy A. I love Easy A, don't get me wrong, but like watching the things she could do on screen, I was like, you've got some fucking range. It's
Oh
like,
yeah, yeah.
but again, this.
Oh, you didn't get that from the favorite when she was like angry
Oh no,
jerking
she
off.
was incredible in The Favorite too. I'm just saying that seems to be the most remarkable things to me are the performances,
Yeah,
not necessarily the script or the film itself, or
yeah,
eh, it's minor Lanthimos, like you
yeah,
said.
yeah, yeah. I agree with you. Okay, let's go over the questions.
All right, Jose. I can't wait to hear the answer to this question. Would you watch it again?
Yes. Not right now, probably in a couple of years. Maybe as a way of preparing. Imagine that is a Yorgos Lanthimos takes like a 2-3 year break. And it's like we are like 2028.
And we're desperate for
And we're desperate for
a
more. It's like
little
I will
fucked
be
up
like just
Greek.
refreshing about like what was the last thing that he released.
I would watch it again out of respect for Yorgos, in that there's often things that I get from his films when I pick up a second time. I'm not super hopeful, but I would watch it at least one more time to see if I missed anything.
Let me ask you something. I think that you were not really a big fan of The Killing of a Sacred Deer the first time that you watched it.
That's true. And the second time I was like,
Yeah. So, do you foresee that your opinion could change with the second viewing? I know that it's like we're talking on hot right now.
I don't think so, and I'll say it's because The Killing of a Sacred Deer is very slow and metaphorical, and it makes you think, and it's like, what
And
really
make
is
you
happening?
suffer.
Yes.
And this doesn't suffer.
No, it's just like, here's some crazy shit that happened, and you're not really wondering.
You know who would have liked to have directed this movie?
Who?
Haneke.
I'm thinking of the ending, and I'm like,
I know. Without going into details, but it's like, hey, it's like parts of this movie, if Haneke had directed it, it has been like this kind of oppression. It would have been amazing, and it didn't have that oppression.
I
Honestly,
can see that. What's her name?
Jesse Plemons,
No, the French actress I'm in love with.
the
Isabelle
French.
Huppert.
I see.
If Isabelle Huppert played the pharmaceutical executive that had this, like,
Yes, but Emma Stone does it so well.
sure.
Yeah, that is. I wouldn't have changed her.
I'm just saying I could see.
Isabelle Huppert, but Isabelle Huppert will be enjoying it.
She's just like, well, we don't have to.
Yeah, torture me.
Okay, so yes, you would watch it again. Yes, I would watch it again. But would you recommend it?
Honestly, not. It's not that I dislike it, but it's more about like, if someone asks me, say, should I watch Bugonia? It's like, did you watch the rest of Yorgos Lanthimos? Because they are way better.
My answer is also no, specifically because of that. If you're like, hey, what's something good Yorgos did? I can list 3 other films where you should watch them right now. This isn't at the top of that list, so no, I probably wouldn't recommend it. Not because it's a horrible film.
Yeah, it's just that is not.
It's not the best of anything. Would you remember this?
Ooh. I'm going to go with no.
Oh, that's a surprise.
I'm going to go with no because I'm going to remember like the part. If you mention the title, probably I'm not going to remember it. But I don't think that I'm going to remember the last act.
That's what I was wondering. I was like, am I going to remember how this film ends? And if I do, is it going to be a disappointment or a...
Yeah, without getting into more spoilers, it's like I don't think that I will remember how it ends, and it's weird.
My answer is also no. I wrote down yes for me. Why? Oh, just because the plot is somewhat simple.
Yeah,
Like,
the plot
the
is so
executive,
simple
but
about like
yes,
it gets
how it ends,
kidnapped.
and
Yeah, yeah.
that's an interesting question. All right. So, is there anything artistic about it?
Oh yeah, yeah. The
Is that
acting is
it?
incredible.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Just figure it out. No, but the acting is incredible. It's like honestly, it's like after we're done recording, I'm going to be like telling you a couple of things, like from Emma Stone that I was like, holy shit, and also like Jesse Plemons as this pathetic. I don't know how to call it, like
This
pathetic.
antisocial.
Yeah, paranoid. Like it could be like QAnon or whatever
Yeah.
kind of person. It was like, this is truly believable.
So, my answer is yes. Partly because we're just put in this world that's so weird. Only Yorgos could direct it. I think that's a feat to like not be like, hey, this is a joke of a film. But also the performances are incredible. But that's really all I would call out as what's special about it in terms of artistry.
Yep, yep. One thing that I was a bit tired is that he has appropriated the fish eye lens as his signature move.
Oh my gosh, there was so much.
Yeah, that's something that is like when he did it in The Favorite as a period piece. Yeah. But here, I don't know, I felt like it was a bit more of an abuse and almost like I don't know, a gimmick kind of thing that is that we have seen it in so many movies, in The Favorite, the kind of kindness, poor things, and now this, that it was too much. So it's like, yeah, it's artistic, but I really think that he needs to take a small break and then just come back with new ideas.
It's an interesting point because I was also, when I watched this, I was like, I wish he was rooted a little bit more in reality, like The Favorite, because this did feel like a little bit of a gimmick.
Yep, yep. And maybe it comes because it's an adaptation, because it's a remake, you know?
And that I didn't know until we sat down to watch the film. I'm going to have to do some research into that. Okay, then, is it a timeless piece?
I'm going to go with potentially yes. There is no technology or too much technology. I mean, he does like a render of the potential ship of the Andromedans, but beyond that, this could have been shot 20 years ago as the original one was made.
I would agree it's timeless, but also because I'm not sure I understand whatever themes he was wanting to explore. Maybe we look into it and it's like a criticism of the pharmaceutical industry that's rooted till now. But what I got from this first showing, no, it is timeless because there's nothing.
Yep.
Would you turn this into a TV show?
No.
I would also not.
No. I mean, this is just about like just keeping the CEO of that company in the basement. That's it.
Yeah,
There's no reason
bigger
for expanding it.
No. Could this have been a short?
I don't think so. I think this is a movie that it works being over an hour, especially because it has this countdown to the lunar eclipse.
I do think the story itself is bigger than 60 minutes. So, yeah, it could not be a short for me. And do you think this could have been better?
Yes. Yes, but I think that it would have required to rethink the script a tiny bit.
My answer is also yes. And it comes down to the subject matter and like having a clearer focus, I guess, on what you're trying to say, which may be an oxymoron for a Yorgos Lanthimos film, but like there's just something here that didn't land for me.
Yep, no, I agree.
All right, those are all the questions.
Oh yeah, let's score these before we get kicked out from this bar.
And this was your pick.
Yes.
So I score first.
Yes.
I think I'm going to go with a 7 on this one.
Okay. I'm going to go with a 6.5.
Ooh.
Yep.
That's lower than I thought you would.
Yeah, I mean, it's the thing when we are recording of a movie on hot. That is, I still need to process it. But I left. It's exactly what I was telling you. I checked my clock, my watch, multiple times, and for me, this is an indication of this movie is not gripping me. and they may be doing like a good job from an acting perspective. But if what they are acting, what they are given, is not that good,
But would you say you were bored? Is that why you were checking your watch, or you were just kind of like, let's get to the
no,
point?
there were several times that is the only thing that I want to watch is Jesse Plemons versus Emma Stone. I just wanted to just talk with each other, like just piss each other off.
Yeah, I can see that. There was also so Jesse Plemons has a sidekick, which is the character itself was almost like purely a joke that
Yeah.
worked sometimes, and the other, yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway.
yeah. That part I felt is like, yeah. And then the policeman, there's like, did he abuse of him? We
Yeah,
don't
he
know.
clearly
Harass her, like just kicking. Is that we don't know? Is that there is
was
there is
very weird.
yeah, everything is like pretty weird, but not weird in the way of the lobster, for example. It's like this is weird in a incomplete manner.
Why is this being included? Not like, hey, this is a strange world I'm in.
Yep. Yeah. So it just felt a bit of this needed like more cooking. It's more about like almost like someone trying to imitate Yorgos Lanthimos almost.
Supposedly Yorgos is going on a long break, and honestly, I hope it's true because I want him to go away for a couple years
Yep,
and come back with a
re-energize.
new The Favorite.
Yep, definitely. I think this was all not a glowing recommendation, but you know, it's
Still
better,
interesting
yeah.
than your average film.
It's better than what is on the cinema because half of
Absolutely.
the trailers that we watched, they
were
were
bad.
yeah, they were pretty bad. Just like if this is the best that you can do, it's like just yeah,
I
this is better.
appreciated the experience, but I think if you're not super excited about this film, you can safely skip.
Yep. Hey, and to everyone out there, thank you so much for putting up with us.
And until next time.
Bye.